Hi, it's Matt from Go Green Autos. So here we have a Renault Kangoo electric van. This is an ML20 short wheelbase and it is a battery owned one. So the way you can tell it's battery owned is it is an I model, and on the logbook it will say I in the model name, and you also have a little I here next to the ZE badge at the back. ZE means zero emission. So there aren't many I models around. They're only just starting to come off leases, as indeed this one does. It's came from Lex Auto Lease. So you have to, majority of Kangoo vans are battery lease, and even if you're told it isn't a lease, if it doesn't have the I on the back, it isn't. It's still a battery lease vehicle. This one's the newer business model as well, and it's only done 2,000 miles and it's absolutely immaculate. It's still like new. So I'm going to have to be quick with this video because it's now raining. So the purpose of these videos primarily is to show you the condition, and that allows people to buy the vehicle without coming to view it first, and then I'll deliver the vehicle to you. And I can deliver these all over the country as well. So really, there's nothing to point out on this vehicle. It's only done 2,000 miles. It's absolutely immaculate. But I will be really, really picky and point a couple of things out. Firstly, all the tyres are great. The tyre tread depths will be on the website. The wheel trims are all really good. There's a really small mark on this one, but it's plastic wheel trim, so you're really not going to worry. There's a couple of little scratches there on the back of the door mirror. There's no dents or scratches around the vehicle. That wheel trim is all good. This one has also got parking sensors on the back, and it's also got glass in the back with a rear wash wipe. However, if I open the back, it has got the solid bulkhead. So with the Kangoos you get these quite often where you've got glazed doors but you don't have a window in the bulkhead, but I'll show you in a second what you can do with that. And as you can see, nicely ply lined. It's hardly being used in the back. There's a little bit of water staining there. That was actually me washing it. But the scuff plate here, it's all scratch free. It's genuinely still looks like a new van. And these door cards on the back, normally they get punctured and scratched, and it's clearly hardly ever been used. And then carrying on round the side, there's just nothing to point out. Being very picky, there's a little scratch there and a bit of scuffing on the wheel trim, but it's a plastic wheel trim. This is a fake filler cap. That's where the diesel filler cap would be on a diesel model. The only thing I could point out is there's a little scuff there in the paint, but actually a bit of teacup will tidy that up. But the thing I was going to point out is there was a slight dent here on the passenger door. That's just indented a little bit, and I will put a bit of touch-up stick paint on that little bit there. And there's a little scratch there again. That's not really in the paint, it is slightly in the paint, but I can teacup that and that will look better. And that's it. That's the only marks on the van. It's really exceptional. And then that wheel trim is all good. And at the front, no stone chips. There's no chips in the windscreen. It's just a really, really tidy van. The only other thing I'll point out is the blue is flaking on the badge, which they all do that. For some reason, Renault and the Nissan Leaf does the same. They can't make the blue effect stick, so in time it all flakes off. Renault were changing the badges under warranty and returning them back to chrome. They've given up on the blue idea, but if you leave it long enough, the blue peel flakes off, and that will return back to a chrome badge. And while I'm here, this is your charge port. These are AC charging, and they charge at 3.6 kilowatt maximum. So yeah, there's the condition of the van. Oh, let's show you the inside. Forgot about that. I'll have to be quick because I don't really want to get water going in the inside. But door cards, all good. Seats are just still look like new, as it would do. It's only done 2,000 miles. If I'm going to be really picky, the only thing I could point out is there's a bit of scratching here around where people haven't put the key in straight, which all Kangoos get that. I don't know why people can't put the keys in properly, but anyway. And this one has got 2 remote keys as well as, and the original security information. But yeah, very tidy inside. There's nothing else to point out. And then here on the inside, it's got carpet mats fitted. This one, being the slightly newer model, has Bluetooth on the stereo as well, which all the previous ones didn't. And then if I just start it up, you put the ignition on, wait a little bit, and then hold it round to start a motor. And there's the mileage, 2,452 miles. And the other thing you would want to know on this is battery and range. So I've scanned the battery pack, and the battery is currently at 97% state of health, which is great. So these range very much depends on how you drive and how economic you are with your driving. But if you drive these gently in the summer, well, drive them, you know, properly, as I should say, you're going to get somewhere between 80 and 90 miles. I can get about 93 miles out of these with a battery in this condition in the summer. So you're looking around 80, 90 miles in the summer, and then in the winter, because the battery pack's cold and the heating uses quite a lot of energy, you're going to be looking at 20-25% less, 25% at the worst. But you can maximise your winter range by using the preconditioning. So what that does is you can set on the dash the time you're going to leave in the morning, let's say 8 o'clock in the morning, and then while the vehicle's plugged into your home charger or your workplace charger, it will switch on the heating and get ready for that time. And the nice thing is it will melt all the ice off the windows, so you don't need to scrape the ice off and demist the glass and get the cabin nice and warm. So when you leave, you disconnect, you've still got 100% range, 100% battery, and maybe then you can do your drive without the heating on at all because the cab's all already warm. So yeah, very nice feature, and it does make a huge difference in the winter, and obviously it's very nice as well. So the only other stuff I could show you, we have got all the books, we've got 2 keys, as I said, we've also got the handbook there, which actually I will stick back in there, and we've got the logbook here. As I said, it's come from Lex Auto Lease, the finance companies, no previous keepers, and the registration date is the 9th of February 2016. We've got service history printout there from Lex Auto Lease, and the MOT is until 8th of February 2020. It had only done 1,800 miles at that MOT, so I can get another MOT, no problem on that, before it's delivered, and obviously it will fly through an MOT because it's still like new. So I was just going to show you what you can do with a bulkhead. If you want to see out that back windows, what you can do is you can either split the bulkhead. It's in 2 sections, so you can remove this top section, there's a few bolts that hold it on, and then you just have that lower section to stop loads coming forward. Or even better would be just to cut out this window area, get a jigsaw in there, you could cut that out and then screw or maybe just stick on a bit of perspex to create a window. That would be better than leaving it open, because ideally you want to keep a window in there and keep it solid, because then when you're heating the cab in the winter, you're not losing heat out here and heating the whole cargo area, because that then is going to use a lot more energy. In the back here is your Type 2 charging cable. So as I said, these have got AC 3.6 kilowatt charging only, so these don't have rapid charging, so they're no good for the long distances. Typically your charging is going to be overnight. I think a charge on these is something like 5 to 5.5 hours to charge from 0 to full on a wall charging unit. I also can supply a granny cable, that's a portable charger, which means you can charge this on a 3-pin plug. I do a free loan of those, so you buy the cable with the vehicle, if you want it of course, and then you can keep that until your home charger or workplace charger gets installed, and then if you don't want to keep it anymore, don't need it, you can return it to me and I'll give you a full refund, hence why then it is then a free loan. So the details of that on the website. And if you want a home or workplace charger installed, I can also help to arrange that. Those will have to be smart now, so it allows you to take advantage of cheap rate nighttime tariffs. So those, you get a government grant of £500 towards the cost of that, which the installer will claim on your behalf, and then the resulting cost is anything from £300, so typically they're somewhere between £300 and £600 to get installed. These take 2 to 3 weeks typically to get installed, and then obviously in the meantime you can charge this on that portable charging cable and charge it from a normal main socket. So this vehicle is ready to go, so if you're interested then give me a call or email, let me know your postcode, and I'll work out delivery costs, and I can deliver this anywhere in the country, and it will come to you on a flatbed, and it will be fully charged and ready to use.